So yeah, I got about 16 minutes to go before my bus arrives. But I wanted to do this after work vlog. I do apologize for the wind. It is very windy. It's very cold. It looks like maybe it's just me, but it looks like we have an eclipse going on right now. But it doesn't seem like it. It might just be the sun in front of the moon. But then again, it isn't. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's one of those situations to where the moon is up and everything. It's a crescent moon, but it looks like an eclipse. It's, like something in front of it, like the sun or something. But maybe it's just me. And again, I do apologize for the wind. But I'll tell you what a day at work this was. I mean, honestly, it was one of those days at work where basically, the moment I came in, hold on for a sec while I do something. I gotta get my gloves on here. Hold on. Get my gloves on. I have them in the wrong pockets. That. There we go. It's cold. I had to buy myself a new beanie, kind of, because it's that cold. But it's clearance because we're going into spring season, so they're clearancing out all the winter items. This is only $3.60 when normally it's $12 basically. But yeah, like I said, I just got off work, a little while ago, about 5:45, and just been biding my time before my bus arrives to take me home. But yeah, what a day. What a day it's been. I'll tell you. I mean, it wasn't too busy in all that. It wasn't too busy or anything to per se, if you will. It wasn't too busy, but it was busy. Basically, it was busy. And again, I do apologize for the wind. But like I said, it was busy. Very busy, if you will. And I think these cats that are around here are doing what they can to survive that. I just saw one go into the bushes right behind me. But yeah, it's like I said, as I try to get some time, try to check the time here now. It is 6:58. Got about 11 minutes or less before the bus arrives. Actually 13. But yeah, it was quite a day today because, like I said, it wasn't too busy. It wasn't too busy or anything. Someone's car alarm is going off. But like I said, it wasn't too busy or anything like that. But I arrived early, and of course I did a video, and not a live stream video, but a video that I'm going to upload later. Maybe, put together, put the title and stuff together while I'm on the bus. But, it was one of those days where really not much happened. I mean, it did get busy at times, but then it just sort of like died down, very kind of slow and everything. And what happened, the only interesting thing that happened with me today at work was, once again, I got called into the office, and my lead person, one of my lead team leaders, talked to me, and it wasn't a coaching or anything, but it was mainly the fact that it was a discussion of improvement, basically like, hey, this is what you need to improve on. And she handed me a paper highlighting the things I need to improve on, because even she said that despite some of these improvements that need to be made, I'm doing a good job. I'm overall doing what I have to do, when it comes to serving the customer and everything. I'm doing what I have to do. So it's she just had to talk to me about that because of the fact that, again, we had customers complaining apparently about things that I did and didn't do. And to me it was like, seriously, it's like, what, it's like, you know, what did I do basically to any of these customers? It's like, what did I do to some of these customers? It just did not really make any sense. It doesn't ring a bell, in my opinion. So yeah, the thing that happened to me today was basically I had to essentially, get talked to, but it wasn't, the kind of talk to where, hey, one more situation, you're done kind of deal. No, it was mainly a talk of, improvement. Basically pointing out the things I need to improve on, and you know, I look at all those things that they're talking about, and I'm like, okay, I get it. I need to improve on this. I get it. I understand that, but to me, it's like, and I even told her, look, there are going to be, people out there, like, like my family has told me, my mom has told me, there's going to be, and I say this with all due respect, and everything, not to offend anybody, there's going to be Karens. There's going to be those people known as Karens that will basically, complain about anything that comes to mind. They will complain about anything just to, get what they want. And, it's like, do they not have anything better to do than to try to ruin people's lives and their careers, or their jobs, the way of making money? Do they not understand that people like me are doing this to have an income, to make a living? Do they not understand that? I mean, yeah, are there some things that, they pointed out I need to stop doing? Absolutely. I mean, with my hair here, even before I got it cut the other day, and I'm stepping on some gum here, but before I got it cut the other day, I would put my hands through it and everything, and I'm like, hey, it's a habit. We all go through it. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of an issue. So I don't get, why people complain so much. But the more I think about it, the more I'm realizing that the people here in Turlock, that, a majority of them shop at Target, are a lot more different than those that I deal with at Walmart when I was in Patterson. But then again, there are people from Patterson, there are people from Newman, there are people from, Ceres and all that come to the Turlock store here because, it's the only Target they know of that, they can find what they need. But still, it's like, we're not trying to make your lives, miserable or anything like that. We're trying to basically do our job. We're trying to help you out. And, and it's like, can you just, let us do our jobs? Yeah, we're going to do things out of the ordinary sometimes that you may not agree with, but hey, it's how we work. It's how we are. You can't change us. And my manager even agreed with that, because she pointed out that her manager, who is the store manager, has kind of gotten on her at times to where she's even like, look, you can't really change me. I mean, she'll do what the store manager tells her, and that's, that's about it. She'll tell her, she'll do what the store manager tells her to do and all that. But, truth is, even she feels that the store manager is just like a little wound too tight, if you know what I mean, for her own good, because there are times she'll ask her to do things and act certain ways to where she's like, that's not me. That's not how I'm going to act, and everything. And even she kind of admitted that our store manager is kind of, like I said, wound a little too tight to the point that she can be mean. I mean, look, our store manager, when you throw away what I consider a major facade that's basically, pushing her to the edge when, and winding her up too tight, our store manager could be an okay lady. I've kind of seen at times when she talks to certain people, she'll drop the facade and she'll be fine. She'll be okay. But It's just the fact that, there are times, throughout the year, including the beginning here, where, her bosses will get on her and other store managers to be a certain way or to do things a certain way. It'll basically to, it'll get to people like her to the point that it'll round her up too much that she's going to basically be like, I got to take my anger out on somebody. I got to take my frustrations out on somebody. I got to give them the same kind of lashing that our regional managers gave me and the others. What can I do? And that's when she comes down upon the department managers and the front end managers and all that to do things the way she was told and everything, because she's wound too tight, and and because it reflects off of her onto them, it gets brought upon us. And we're doing the best we can, and everybody knows it. I mean, even the team leader said, "Hey, I know you're doing good. I know you're doing good. All you just need to do is improve on these certain areas." And today, I kind of did that afterwards. I was like, "Okay, I'll look straight at you. I'll look straight at you and say, hi, how you doing, and everything. I'll be exuberant." And she's seen that even before, but I think what it is, they want more exuberance, like more interaction. But I'm also somebody that, and they understand this, that we could be that way towards somebody, but that customer will just want to get in and out, and that's about it. So, yeah, I basically got hit with that today, and again, I could tell that she doesn't like doing it because even she feels like, yeah, what we have to talk to him and others about sometimes, these complaints, they're not that bad. And the ETL that does our scheduling, that I guess is kind of above her a little bit. Again, she highlighted what I need to improve on, and what she highlighted on was basically areas that I can improve on, and with no problem. I can improve on them with no problem, and that's about it. And because I think even my ETL, who does the scheduling, even she basically believes, in my opinion, probably believes that some of what we get complained about is BS. It is. They basically feel like it's complete BS, and that it shouldn't be an issue that is, that basically should be addressed or anything like that. That, hey, we're only human. But they got to do it because, hey, if you don't report something that a customer is complaining about, and it gets to the store manager, and the store manager finds out you didn't, talk to your person about that, it gets them in trouble. And then also by extension, it gets you in trouble, and that's not good. It's not a good look for you. It's not a good look for them. It's not a good look for everybody. So as much as, so as crazy, as I took my time here, so as crazy and unnecessary as it may sound, I get it. I understand it. It's just one of those situations to where, they need to, that retail stores, the one I'm working at now and others, they need to basically reevaluate how they, talk to the associates, to the attendees, to employees, and be more, in a way, be kind of like what I dealt with today, more human, more understanding, and I guess you could say real about the situation, because again, I can tell she doesn't like doing it because even she feels these are dumb reasons, and that we're only human. You can't avoid that. You can't avoid that. And she's been doing Target for 36 years, and she recently got put into the position I think she got into over the past several years. So again, she, having over 3 decades of experience, probably in the position I was in, and building herself up to where she is now, understands, yeah, we're human, we'll make these mistakes and everything, and we'll get talked to, even though the talkings are are very nonsensical, because even it's like these complaints just don't make sense. And that's why people like my mom and my family have said, you got to look out for these Karen-like people that will complain about anything because, hey, they just want to cause trouble, or something's not done their way. But outside of that, today was a decent day. It was a little busy, but also kind of slow. A little bit busy and kind of slow. Um, the other thing that happened before work, um, right after I did my video, which again I'm going to, which is already uploaded. I just gotta, put a title and description and everything for it, because I recorded it, didn't live stream it. Uh, what happened right after I did that, is I was walking, up to the front end, on the front doors to come into work, if you will. What happened is that all of a sudden I see a police car, with its sirens on, race right through, and then I see, hold on for a second. Sorry about that, but like I said, not eat. Like I said afterwards, after I did the recording, that I didn't live stream or anything like that. I'm walking, to work, walking on the sidewalk up to the front doors to go into work, and all of a sudden I see a cop car show up with the sirens on, just come right in real quick. And basically gets, another car to kind of move to the side real quickly because they had to get through. And then right behind him was another one. Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. We're at a stoplight right now. But like I was saying, like I said, we had a cop car show up, with sirens on and everything. Had to get someone to pull to the side, right, or go to the side real quickly to let them through. And then another one showed up real quickly. And what happened is they ended up going, behind this gray car in the drive-up area, basically the pickup drive-up area where people would park their cars and wait for the items that they ordered online to be brought out to them. What happened is these cop cars drive up to that area, get out, and basically surround this grayish green car and basically get somebody to come out and arrest them. And yeah, apparently someone that they've been, I guess, chasing after or something, looking for, basically, was spotted in our parking lot this morning or this afternoon, moments before I clocked in, and like I said, cops just showed up and basically took him into custody, arrested him, took him into custody. So, yeah, that was probably the only exciting thing to happen today, because everybody at my job, even the drive-up people that were, going in and out with the orders, taking them to the customers in the cars, were even surprised, like, whoa, what's going on here? And apparently, in the rest of the week, we just don't know what it was. We don't know, obviously this guy was probably wanted for something, but apparently, he was wanted. What it was? Hold on for a second. Might have stopped. Right across from Santa Claus. Cal State Santa Claus, that is. Yeah, he's still waiting for that to move. As it's supposed to. But yeah, like I said, I guess he was wanted for something, and they are like, as far as I know, like that was the first for me in any job I've been at. I mean, key security, take down a guy at Walmart, not even like, not even a year or two in to working with them. I saw that. So, obviously something went down, and I was like, okay, that's kind of a surprise because, here I am just walking after I do the recording, walking into work, and all of a sudden I just kind of hear the siren. I was like, what the heck? And I was like, just turn around, and here they come. So yeah, it was like very, I wouldn't say odd, if you will, but a stoplight. You're near Gear Road. As you can see. Getting it moving. But yeah, like I said, that was like the first for me because, I hear the sound, I'm like, what the heck? That kind of made me jump a little bit. And then, like I said, my fellow attendees, employees, especially the drive-up ones, were like, what is going on? Because I think it was the first for them in, a while if ever. But yeah, that was the only exciting thing outside of, an average kind of mid to slow day to day at work, and outside of the talking I had with my team leader, who again I think honestly feels that these talkings and everything that they give me and others, because of stupid complaints people make, is unnecessary. But I get, they want me to improve, they want me to get better. I understand that, and I'm willing to do that. And they know I'm on track of doing that because she even said you're on track of making that happen. It's just there are a few things that need to be addressed that I honestly I can already tell myself, as you can tell, that's going to be not a problem. It's just one of those situations to where, yeah, you just got to watch with the customers and, just go from there. But, yeah, she doesn't want to, she even said herself, my job doesn't like firing people. They don't want to fire people. So that's why they have these talkings and everything about improvement. It's like, hey, don't worry, you're not going to lose your job. We just want, in fact, we want you to, be better at your job, and this is what we want to do to help you. I do appreciate that. I do. So, outside of that, not much really happened today, besides the whole thing with the cops, and then of course that. But yeah, that's all I can really say, guys. I do apologize for the wind earlier before boarding the bus. Yeah, it's very windy. We've got like an Arctic wind out there, which again is why I bought this. I forgot my other ones. I bought myself an extra 360. Originally $12, but hey, you guys keep the ears warm, and I do appreciate that. But that's all I'm going to say, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. You will get a PW Road Suspicious Podcast version of this later on. But let me know what your thoughts are. Until then, Support me at Venmo at Brian-Farmer-2. Cash App at BWRuss98. Check out the Teespring store for merchandise you can't get anywhere else. Also support me at VENMO at BWRuss for content you can't get here on YouTube. Also support me at DeviantArt.com since BVW1939. GR.com since BWRuss1 with the $1 $3 tier. Until next time, guys, I will talk to y'all later, and I am out.